special episode of Millionaires Are Made. This is our 200th episode. If you have never seen this show before, it is a show where we believe you can grow to be a millionaire in all 6 aspects of health. We share tips every Wednesday at 11 a.m. AST to help you improve your physical, mental, intellectual, social, spiritual, and obviously your financial health. Today, we are not focusing on anything at all. We have a very special episode. This is our 200th episode, part 1. And in an hour, we will launch our 200th episode, part 2. So we'd love to have you for both of them. We have something special planned. I actually have not seen everything that's going to happen. And it's going to be a little bit of us swinging it. But here's the bottom premise. If you have never seen Millionaires Are Made, this is the show built on the fundamental belief that every person you meet knows something you don't, and there's something to be learned from everyone in this big, beautiful world. And, well, I guess this is a great time to talk about our show. Millionaires Are Made. So this show, if you've never seen it, you're missing out. We have 199 other episodes that you definitely should go watch. This is actually going to be the first time that we don't follow our standard format. In about 200 episodes, we have done the same thing always. It's getting windy out here. Apologies. Oh my God. Okay, we're going to pull this umbrella in. Done with that. And this shows exactly the technical difficulties that we're going to talk about. So part of our show is being able to film it anywhere and everywhere, which is usually really fun until something like that happens. But how do Millionaires Are Made come to be? Man, now that frazzled me for the whole show. Let's have some fun here. So one of my passions, my hobbies is traveling. I love going around and exploring other cultures, meeting people, seeing beautiful things. I've been to, I think I'm at like 65 countries, something like that. And there's one thing that frustrated me as I traveled, that everybody didn't know the same everything. So for instance, you go to a beautiful place like Thailand, and they're very spiritual. You go to temples and you learn all these things that you kind of wonder, why is this not basic knowledge for everyone in the world, especially here in the US? And there were no answers for that. And then one time I was in Japan, and in Japan, I've met a lot of people that didn't actually know what their stock market was. And Japan has a massive stock market if you didn't know. Another thing, I'm driving with one of my best friends. We're on a road trip from Dallas to Denver, and he's a mechanic. And so he's talking about how people don't know about additive or this or that. I'm like, man, everywhere I go, I learn something, and I feel like the whole world should know this thing. So after, man, I think I planned this show for maybe 2 years. It was in my head. I was like, I wish there was just a show where you could just learn basic stuff. Everyone would know it. Everyone could contribute. And that's how Millionaires Are Made was born. So now if you watch one of our other episodes, we get 3 awesome guests that give you 3 simple tips on a topic in the world. It's that easy. And we also give you a daily challenge so you can take it home, something actionable to help improve your life. So that's how we're trying to educate the world, get everyone at least on the same first step, and then we'll work on the next one. So let's go over what is Millionaires Are Made still. We talk about this quite a bit, but really, sorry, we're going through some things. I have one cool thing about Millionaires Are Made is we've kept the same format for all 200 episodes until now. So I am a little off, but so Millionaires Are Made, we have a clear mission. Our mission is to teach the world how to grow into the healthiest, happiest millionaires in all 6 aspects of life. What does that mean? Oh man, wouldn't you love to know? So we, about 15 years ago, I started thinking about how to grow. Oh yeah, we'll get to that later. And I was in like a little book club with 3 girls, Sonia Novotny, Eva Wilk, and Susan Chung. And we started doing like, hey, we should try to improve every week with these books, you know, our mind, soul, body, 3 things. I was like, well, there's a little bit more than that. I mean, and mental health, emotions is a little different than intellect, you know, so we split that up. And then we're like, what about like shouldn't you have like work on your relationships and friends and that? So we decided social health, and eventually we came up with 6 aspects of health. So then we had a group chat, and we would send each other every day how we improved, and we still do that to this day. We have a Facebook group called Brick by Brick where we post yesterday how we grew in all 6 aspects of health. So I've been doing that for about 15 years, and so combining that with my idea for growth Millionaires Are Made seemed to fit perfectly. So that's essentially how Millionaires Are Made came to be. Our vision is basically just to teach and learn and grow. Um, Obviously, we would love to have everyone in the world on the show to share one little tip that they have in their life, but that's probably not realistic. There's a lot of people in this world nowadays. But, I don't plan on stopping. We're going to be growing the show, and now we're going to start having guest hosts and all sorts of other things so people can learn and grow in the show space, podcast space, learning space, self-help space, all this other stuff. And now the wind stopped and the sun's out, and I'm going to have to put the umbrella back up. Jesus. And that's how it works over every day. That brings us to one of our favorite core values. The show must go on. And throughout this episode and the next one, we're going to tell you some of the craziest stuff that has happened in our show, the craziest places we have shot our show, the craziest guests we've had. And so we'll get to that a little bit later in our show. But that's essentially where we're going to go. And then one thing we're very happy for right now is, we're just outlining this show. Every other 199 other episodes, I have had the same exact script, same exact questions. We know exactly the format, and this is the first time we're doing something different, so it's gonna be entertaining. So 200 episodes, never changed the format since day one. I had the vision and said, this is what we want, this is what we're gonna do. So that's what we did, and that's where we are. So without further ado, right? Have I gotten everything? Sweet. Oh yeah. So the show kind of also originated from coaching. I've been a business coach for a long time, marketing coach, and now especially with the show, I've moved a lot of my clients to do more life coaching. I spend all day meeting with experts and basically regurgitating what they say, or at least taking it into practice myself. So from coaching and my Brick by Brick group, the 4 ladies that we had our book club back in the day, and actually on the road trip with Tavis. Huge shout out to Tavis, who has not been on this show yet and has so much love and information to give. Everyone tag Tavis, tell him to be a guest on the show ASAP. There's a few others I talked about beforehand, but Tavis was really the one where I think he actually ignited me to start the show. It was like an 11-hour road trip about. He's so smart and he has so much stuff, and it's like I wish everyone just knew everything. All right, I'm getting emotional. So we got a little something special for you. We got 200 freaking guests to give us 200 freaking tips so that you can make your life a little better. So we're gonna go ahead and start the video, and this will be part 1. And our next episode will have the second half, and I hope you enjoy it. We can go ahead and play the video. Episode of Millionaires Are Made, where we give the simplest tips possible so that you can grow in all 6 aspects of health on your own journey to being a millionaire. My name is Austin. If you haven't met me, I've founded over 30 companies. I'm a big-time entrepreneur, and I'm a big-time small business champion. Wow, that's embarrassing. One whiteboard. Shout out Samir. Love you, Josh. Thanks for the reviews.
My best life tip would be to quit following your friends and family and what they're telling you to do, and instead find somebody that has done exactly what you've wanted to accomplish and start following them, follow their lead, listen to what they're telling you to do. And
Hell yeah,
No one's coming to save you. Grab the bull by the horns and just do it. The only people that actually succeed are the ones that take action. Action takers are money makers.
My one tip would be yourself. Be real. Be you. Flaws and all. Be perfectly imperfect, because the truth is that nobody wants to connect with a fake version of you. And I think when you inspire people by being authentic, you can show them that imperfect people still win.
The best tip that I learned from Millionaires Are Made is to just never quit, never give up, show up no matter what, because that's what Austin does.
Hey everybody, Angela Duncan, #1 best-selling author, and my tip for you is this. As a business owner, it is vital for you to know your numbers. Congrats, Austin, on 200 episodes. I love being on your show. Keep sharing, keep doing what you're doing.
Hey, this is Josh Perry, and my tip for Millionaires Are Made is watch more Millionaires Are Made, of course.
My favorite tip is to share your purpose story. When you turn your pain into your passion and your purpose, and you share your story, you inspire others and you can have a greater impact. And when they share their stories, they can have an impact as well. It's a great ripple effect.
My tip for the day that I am going to share is the only way you're going to get out of where you want to be is a decision from yourself.
Yeah,
and the reason why I say that is once you make that decision, life makes it easier. Life is easier for you because now you don't have to worry about anything else because you're so obsessed with your decision to go forth with things. And so life will always be like that, but create a decision for yourself. And that's my tip for the day.
Hi, something that's changed my life is practicing gratitude. Every day I write 5 to 10 things down that I'm grateful for. And at the end of the month, I have at least 150 to 300 things that I'm grateful for monthly. So practice gratitude daily.
Hey brother, thank you for letting me participate. Here's my message. Simple in its complexity. Nobody laughs or cries in a different language. Much love and continued success.
Thanks, Greg.
Peace.
Hi, I'm Ina. I'm a life coach, and the tip is to do a gratitude journal. First, to journal about 7 things that are just going great in your life, and it can be something simple like a great weather, or you are in a good health, or whatever it is good in your life right now. And after that, journal about 7 things that you want to have in your life, but you are already grateful as if you already have it. So that's the best manifestation tip. Thank you.
My tip is you become the company you keep. So be very careful who you marry or date, because they may be the person to have your back or betray your secrets. And me, I got a good one. Congratulations, Austin.
Thanks, Jeremy.
my biggest tip is simple. Think it, feel it, see it. What that means is you have a thought, you feel as though it's already happened, and you will see it happen in your life.
I'm Coach Brian Prana, and my life tip would be is partnering up with the right person. They're going to be with you the rest of your life. Make sure that they build you up and support you and keep things fun and exciting.
Shout out to Austin and Millionaires Are Made. Thank you so much for having me on his platform as a featured guest several times. My tip is follow your heart, not the herd nor the hurt, for success and joyfulness are on the other side. Press play. Plan life according to you.
Coach Rob here, and my tip simply is this. Discipline isn't punishment, it's self-respect. Every time you follow through, you're proving to yourself that your word still means something.
The worst mistake that you ever make is the one that you do not learn from. And I firmly believe that if you are not learning from your mistakes, then you are not growing.
This is Scott Bader from Inspired Stewardship. The tip from me is recognizing that things are a process, not an event. Don't try to hit it out of the park with one home run. Just do consistent improvement every day.
Hi, Stacy Schiffler from Modern Consciousness here, and my number one tip is calm your emotional triggers. Investigate them. See where they lead. They are waypoints on your treasure map to joy.
Hi, this is Dr. Joe Vertino with joevertino.org. My tip is self-acceptance contains all the things that we need to move forward in our life. Self-acceptance. Angel blessings. Thank you for Austin. Millionaires Are Made, and may we all be blessed. Awesome.
Hi everyone, my name is Julie Ann Mejia. I am the CEO and founder of Holistic Hemp Solutions. For me, I worked in traditional medicine and unfortunately became the victim of it. So my piece of advice for everyone out there is to be your own advocate. Don't trust blindly in anything. You have to do your research and make sure that everything is copacetic before trying something, whether that be a medication or anything in life. Do your research and make sure you're supporting yourself and advocating for you. I appreciate the time today, and congratulations on the 200th episode, Austin. Thank you so much for having me, and it's an honor and a privilege to do this clip for you today. Have an amazing rest of the day, everyone, and take care.
Congrats on 200. You should be very proud. I would give you a tip of what Austin talks about a lot is to get out and network. Get out of your comfort zone. I've moved to 5 different cities, and I've joined a new group in each city. It works.
I'm Reverend Joanne Angel Valley Cologne. My tip for you is, if it's in your heart, it's already yours. Trust the journey. The process might shake you, but it will never break what was meant for you.
Hi, my name is Diva. I'm a psychic medium. My tip would be, when you're afraid to do something, count to 3 and jump on 2. By the time your brain gets to 3, your feet are already in it, and there's no turning back.
Hey, I'm Regina Huber, transformational leadership coach and inspirational speaker. Something that is truly adding value to my life every single day is the question, what else is possible? Why? Because it opens possibilities for me every single time.
My advice comes from my dad, and he would always say, if it was easy, Lauren, everyone would do it, right? So, you're right, it is hard, because not everybody's doing it. And you don't want to be like everybody else, do you? I don't.
Hi, this is Brian K. Wright, publisher of Ultimate Achievers Magazine, and my tip that I want to share is that life is too short to work with people who irritate you. They will annoy you, they will drain your energy, they will complain about your prices, they won't do things on time, they take way more than they give, and you just really don't even want to see them or talk to them. And that's probably a big litmus test. If you dread talking to your client, that person probably was never a good fit to start with. So once again, my tip is life is too short to work with people who irritate you. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Leah Drew. I am a women's leadership coach. And my number one life tip, it's kind of a tie. It is a tie between honoring your boundaries first and making sure that you are optimizing and always communicating, even when you think it might not be necessary. Communication is what creates the space for greater connection,
Love it,
greater
Leah.
intimacy, and allows the opportunity for you to thrive in your life and in your relationships.
Hi, I'm Mickey Shepard. I'm the author of In a Heartbeat, The Miracle of a Family That Was Meant to Be, and the host of Adoption as a Choice podcast. My family believes in the power of affirmations. Basically, what you speak about, you think about. What you think about, you bring about. One of my favorites is called, it's this way it goes. It goes every day and every way. I'm getting better.
Love
and
it,
better.
Mickey.
It's designed to create self-esteem, self-responsibility, and it just has a really positive effect on your body. Teach them to your children. It will really help them. And say them every day and watch positivity grow.
To me, all the advice in the world kind of comes back to believing in yourself. You got to believe in yourself. You got to have faith in yourself. You got to do the things that make yourself feel the accomplishment that you need.
Austin, happy 200th
Aw,
episode
thank you.
anniversary.
And my tip for you is this. You'll never know what you're capable of unless you truly try. And that means no excuses, no putting it off, no deciding you're not motivated enough or not prepared enough. Just making that decision that I would rather try and fail than never have tried at all. So no matter where you are in your life, rather make mistakes, learn and grow than have the regret of never knowing what you were capable of.
Hey everyone, I like to say,
Elizabeth.
where growth starts, pretending stops. When we start living as our most truest selves, we get to experience the greatest joys in life.
Hey, Austin, I wanted to say congratulations on the 200th episode. It's a huge accomplishment. I have been a guest on your show. I have enjoyed listening on behalf of me, Alan Wiederhold, and all of my listeners. I just want to say thank you. If I can give any tip to any one person in the Austin spirit, it would be never quit. It doesn't matter how hard it is. It doesn't matter how bleak it looks. Just continue to move forward. And don't forget, power your purpose. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of the great content that you put out there. And congratulations again.
Hi, I'm
Ambika
Ambika Devi. My tip for you, go outside. When was the last time you went for a walk? In the sunshine. If you're not sleeping well, it's probably because your circadian rhythms are off. So make sure you're watching sunrise and sunset.
That's for you, Jessica.
That's going to make you feel so much happier and so much better.
A lot of people get indecision fatigue. And
Adam!
so what I wanted to tell you guys today was create your client journey
Thank
for
you
your
so much,
business
Pumpkin.
avatar. And only rework that thing quarterly, because if you don't, it's going to catch up with you. That's my tip for today.
The positive emotion of
I'll be
awe
tall.
needs to be more center stage, as it is so potent for reducing stress, building immunity, expanding curiosity, and increasing joy. It's the simple moments like the sunset, leaves changing colors, listening to your favorite music.
I love hearing that,
Hey,
Jinx.
Austin, congratulations on your 200th episode. My tip for you and your audience is to make sure that you stay hydrated, because
I
you're going to
love
need that to counteract all of the celebrating you're going to be doing for your 200th episode.
Something that has changed my life is having the right partner. And it has just given me wings and given me confidence and happiness and the support I need to carry on. I am Krista, the relationship chef, and my tip to you is this. If you have a partner who you love and you have embarked on a life together, make sure you work hard to preserve that life. Make sure that you make your relationship a priority every single day, and you will have the support and the love and the encouragement of your partner throughout your life.
You don't need a long moment to change everything, just one truth that hits deep. You were never called to chase the outcomes. You were called to obey your calling. When you make obedience to that calling, results will take care of themselves, because God doesn't bless your hustle, He blesses your alignment.
Something that really changed my life was when I read Eckhart Tolle's A New Earth, and I realized the truth doesn't need to be defended. Stop defending yourself against people who aren't going to listen anyway, and wait for the people who will.
Always remember that it's not about you. Purpose and passion comes from serving a mission that is bigger than yourself.
Happy birthday, Millionaires Are Made.
Danielle.
Danielle Margraf here. And the number one thing that always supports me in relaxing my nervous system and putting me into a state of receiving is what is for you will never pass you.
Hey, this is David Chuddick here. Here's a piece of advice that has changed my life, and that's you choose your hard. So doing hard things is hard. Working hard is hard, but being poor is hard. Exercising is hard, but being out of shape is hard. So choose your hard, and you can have a much better life. Thanks.
A motto I live by that has been the best game-changing event in my practice and my life is to always protect my sleep. So no matter what's going on, make sure that you are getting your quality sleep that you need for you.
Hey there, Eli Delaney, and the tip that I've got for you that is the best thing that I've learned in life is to be solution focused, not problem focused, because focusing on the problem, all you sit there is worry and you don't know what's going to happen. But if you're focused on finding a solution, usually it'll work out for you.
My quick tip is to look for the good. Look for the good in circumstances, look for the good in others, and look for the good in yourself. So easy to notice what's going wrong. So I want to challenge you to look for the good.
One message here from the safari, lots of noise and liveliness, is to go out there, live it, have fun, take risks, live your passion, live your dreams, and don't leave anything on the table. Life is only one. Enjoy it.
Something that changed my life forever was when I discovered that we hold the power within us to overcome. We hold the keys to unlocking our miracle power.
The biggest and greatest advice I could ever give you, ready for this one, is that self-confidence is what you want the rest of the world to know about you, but self-esteem is what you believe about yourself. Get self-esteem.
My tip would be that people's opinions of you are none of your business, and being a creative that's something that I've learned over this whole couple of years, or even longer than that, is that no matter what you say to people, they can be close friends, family, people you've known forever, they will always have something to say. Something like, oh, are you making enough money? How does this work? Or, you'll hear it. You'll know who those people are. But you can't let them get to you. Just keep going and just surprise them with your results.
Love it. Love it.
Austin asked me to do a favor, and it was a sales tip for anybody in sales. And I've been selling 34 years. What I would tell you is that the customer has to like you. And if the customer doesn't like and trust you, they're not going to do business with you. I'm telling you this, and I'm in Rome.
Hello, Gail Hugman here, and my tip for life is to remember that your brain is meant to work for you. So if you're trying to break a habit, just stop. Take control from the inside and stop. Good luck.
A piece of advice that's truly made a difference for me has been to take action on my thoughts. So what do I mean by that? For the longest time, I've been thinking about starting a podcast. This is 2012 to 2018. That's 6 years in the making. And I was like, I want to start a podcast. Where's my co-host? And they weren't there. So I decided to take the leap and start my podcast. That's the one decision that completely changed my life. If you're holding on to starting a podcast, writing a book, starting a YouTube show, whatever it is that you're holding off on, put everything aside and just go and do it, because now is the best time to get started with it. And if you need help, there's always folks like Austin, myself, and so many other people out there sharing on how you can collapse the time and get started with the thing that you want to. So here's my advice for you. Whatever it is that you want to do, go make it happen. If you want to make it even easier for yourself, write it down as a step-by-step direction to implement and check off each thing.
Whew. All right. Well, that was awesome. So that is wow. That definitely crazy. Whew. It's like 2 years of your life. A huge shout out to everyone there. Oh wow. Well, a huge shout out to all of our guests. I need a second. Everyone that could send in a video, thank you so much. This is part 1 of our 200th episode. So we have more that'll be coming up in our next episode. In about 20 minutes, we'll go live again with our second half. I do want to give a huge shout out to all of our guests. 200 episodes, that's 600 guests. We've had a few repeats. You guys are freaking amazing. Thank you so much for sharing all your knowledge. Huge shout out to all of our hosts, Jeremy, Jesse, Josh. Thank you for the few times that I wasn't able to make it and the covering it so we can keep our show going on. Who else? Sponsors. Big shout out. Oh man, I'm gonna shout out Eric. Bunch of them. We gotta do this. Without sponsors, we would have never made it anywhere. First off, Instafarm. Huge shout out. Grow your own microgreens at home. Amazing. We got Zaka. Hydration shoes, travel, exercise, party, altitude. They're freaking amazing. We have Karmaceuticals sponsor. Island's Best Deals. Karmaceuticals again. And obviously our Millionaires Are Made shirt. This is my growth shirt. Everyone that's bought shirts and hats, magnets, cups, thank you so much for supporting us. Without sponsors of merchandise, we would definitely not be where we are today. Man, I'm still fucking like crying. Wow, that's powerful. Sarah Jones, thank you so much. Quick shout out to Sarah, financial coach. If you need guidance, small businesses, couples, individuals. Sorry, I'm gonna butcher these. Biz by Right, if you want to buy a business and God, I can't even read these things. Whew. That was a pretty powerful video. Biz by Right, if you want cash flowing deals to buy new or sell your business. Brian Piranha, The Call to Rise, 100-day Fat Loss Challenge for men 40 up. Brian K. Wright, if you want to publish a book or advertise in his Ultimate Achievers magazine. But everyone had Silver Fox Fitness, El Granil, Daniel Rodriguez, Josh Perry, Sarah we already mentioned, Island Trail Adventures, Golly, thank you so much. Ross Alexander, Rachel Greenwell, Samir, massively crazy awesome health coach. Craig Sakosby builds men all over the place. Super awesome, Craig. Jesse Lewis, our comedian hypnotist. Cam Knight, Nick Sotelo, Dr. Nick Sotelo, Alexander Ehrlich, Lori, you're awesome. And Brian, Jen Gray. Those are the ones I can remember right now. Shoot, that was a lot. A huge shout out to Zoom Premium. We get a lot of comments on their $5.99 Zoom Premium message. And real quick, before we sign off, part 1 of episode 200. So just so you know, just like all of our other episodes, I don't see everything before I go on. That's part of the show. We want it to be raw and unfiltered, and we don't want biases or this. So I don't talk to guests about their tips in their show. So when they come out, they say their shit from their life. That's how we keep authenticity. All those tips I just saw, that's the first time seeing a video. Yeah. That's part of the whole show. That's the point of it. But real quick, I do want to shout out that this was always the plan. People ask us all the time if we're gonna, I want to do more than just 5 minutes one-on-one. We are doing that. 2026, we're already setting the schedule now. Billionaires Are Made will be launched. It will be a 30-minute one-on-one show with me and one guest, so we can really dive into knowledge and sharing and how they get to where they are and telling you exactly what to do to grow if you want to grow in the way that they have grown. So that's coming. We have guides that are coming up. Mental health guides, which are huge. Physical health guides. 7 quick steps on how to quickly impact your mental health. Obviously, none of this is going to be time changing. Well, hopefully it is. But we're going to do stuff, little kickstart. I mean, we spend mental health every 6 weeks. We have 3 guests on. We've had probably 50 guests. So we're going to put together a guide of all the tips from those 50 guests that you can just read, quick, easy, actionable items. So if you have a mental health struggle, hopefully someone there, you can reach out to them, talk to them. There's some way that we can solve that quickly. Physical health, spiritual health, whatever it is, we're going to create all of these little guides with all of our guests. I mean, we have all this knowledge. We might as well be sharing it and making it simpler to do rather than watching 50 episodes of Millionaires Are Made, which is obviously the best choice. But on that note, shout out again to our sponsors, man. Thank you so much. If you want to sponsor us, we would freaking love it. We'll give you the first month free. Come check us out. We have a lot. What else before I sign off? I gotta get the hell out of here, man. I'm crying my eyes out. We're launching retreats. So a lot of this is all built, right? We have a huge network right now. We built up all of our guests, all of our viewers, all of our sponsors. So now the next step is not only just share it with you on this virtual stuff every Wednesday, So now we want to start doing in-person sharing. So we'll be doing networking groups all over the world at some point. And we're doing a mastermind. This will be a virtual mastermind if you're interested in that, where we just knit. All it is sharing expert advice and solving problems. And then we'll be doing some retreats. We've been doing white label retreats, but we'll launch our own Millionaires Are Mastermind retreat. Millionaires Are Made retreats soon. So keep your eyes out. 2026 is going to be a big freaking year. You want to be a part of it? Let's go. Let's grow. Let's grow tough. And before I cry again, we're going to end this. Never forget.